Hello again, welcome to Farm Steel. Today we have a new blade for you, and it is the Kershaw Count 10.
Overall length is 16 inches. The blade length is 10 inches and it weighs about 19 ounces. Thickness is 0.16 inches, I think. Around that. We can put it in an annotation to be sure, but we think it is. It's about twice the size of the Chance in Hell. The blade steel is 65 mm carbon steel. It has a powder coat, black powder coat. It's a flat grind and a drop point. It's a kukri style knife blade thing. The handle material is rubber overmold. It's full tang. You can see the blade all the way. You just place the handle over the tang.
Yeah, but it's plastic here.
Yeah, it's plastic at the bottom. So it's a plastic pommel, but I don't think you want to pommel with it, simply because it has a lanyard hold right there. It has a lanyard hold on top and on bottom, which I really like. The one on top, it can really give you a lot of lanyard options, which it kind of needs. Doesn't have to, but we'll get back to that. The sheath is molded plastic sheath with some nylon straps with Velcro, two small ones, and nylon belt loop, also with Velcro. Again, we're not a big fan of Velcro. It gets dirty, gets bad, but yeah.
But it's pretty large.
Yeah, it's pretty large, so that's okay. And it's actually it's a good one, but again, it doesn't really matter, because over time it's gonna wear out. Now all these straps, it has a lot of strapping options. It comes with this folder thing in the box, which shows you a lot of options. I don't, of course, didn't bring it, but it has a lot of options. You can bend this one down and put the strap over it so you get a high carry. You can carry it sideways. You can take off the straps and put something else on if you want to. You can put these two together to make a thigh strap. And there's a lot of options, so you should really look in the brochure that's in the box. The only negative thing I have really is the button snap clip, because it's very, very tight. It's really in there, and it already has taken some worn. So I think this button is gonna come off after a while, because you have to put a lot of force when you take out, because it's stuck in there like you put it over and then over again, and then you put it on, and it's also quite a lot of rattle in here, which I'm not a fan of.
Pretty loud rattle.
Yeah, it is, and to get it off, you really have to pull quite a lot. And now that's normally a good thing because it sits in there, but this button is gonna go off, I can guarantee it, and then you have to find a new one, because
that's the only thing holding the knife.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, it's ambidextrous carry to the point where you can. There's screws on the fasteners here, so you can switch sides on it, which is pretty good. I like ambidextrous stuff that lefties can also use stuffs. It's pretty important.
Yep.
It has a lot of holes for putting on pouches or lanyards or whatever you want to put on here. So I don't have too much negative things to say about this. It comes in 14 inches blade and an 18 inches blade, which is a damn sword. So this is the Camp 10, but it retails for $35 to $45. So Amazon 35, Knife Center 45, which is the same price as the Chance in Hell. Now to the knife in itself, how it performed. It was excellent.
Yeah, what a surprise.
Yeah, a huge surprise for us. I know this blade has gotten a lot of praise, but I never really. I have to test shit before I make an opinion about it, and
yeah, of course.
But this really performed.
Yeah,
it cuts really deep on a single strike, and it chops like hell, and it batons like hell, and it's still very sharp.
Yeah.
This to me was a huge surprise.
Yeah.
For that price, I think anyone should buy it, to be honest. Everyone should own this.
Yeah.
And I also think that if you're on a budget, you should buy this knife if you want a chopper. I've not felt a chopper like this. In that price range, by a long shot. I mean, hell, we have knives that are $100 to $200 as well. This one actually feels better.
Yeah.
There was one small minor thing on the handle.
Yeah, seems to slip a little.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. You have to change your grip 6, 7, 8 strikes if you really put force in there.
Yeah.
You have to reposition your grip, and we don't know why, to be honest, because it's really grippy. It's very rubberized.
Very textured.
Yeah, and it's rubber, so it sits very nice in the hand. We think it might be that it's a little bit too small, too thin up here.
Yeah.
Because it did slide a little bit, which surprised.
You're okay if you got your hand here.
Yeah.
Because then you got the thickness here to hold your hand. But if you're down here, it really starts to slip a little bit.
So it's not much, but there was a little bit of a...
no major problem.
No. For that price, what the fuck, man? Buy this knife.
Yeah.
There's not much more to say. I think there was no hot spots at all. Again, we don't use gloves, so I think if you use a glove, you're not going to slip out of it. So it's a very good blade. And as I said, there's a 14-inch blade and an 18-inch blade. Now, the reason we bought the 10-incher is because it fits our type of use.
Yeah.
And it batoned very well in frozen wood. It's really thick. I think that's why. Yeah. Primarily, it's very thick, and it also has this kooky shape to it, so you really get a lot of force.
Yeah, this belly aids you a lot.
Yeah, it does. We're not sure if it needs a finger choil.
It wouldn't be a minus, but
it wouldn't be a minus. It wouldn't.
Well, it couldn't have a. It would have to be a small one, because you wouldn't have much blade left.
No, you wouldn't.
Down here.
And
but you could have made it. Well, left the grind up here, started the grind here, and you had some.
Would you have to change the finger guard a little bit, maybe, if you had a choil there? Well, they would have fixed that automatically, I think. But I think it performs in some finer work still, by keeping your hand like he does. But it's not a finer work blade, to be honest. It's a chopper.
It would be a bonus,
Yeah, it would be a bonus.
but it performs so well as it is.
Yeah. Huge surprise, this knife.
Yeah, of course.
It's,
Sturdy.
yeah, really sturdy and sharp. The tip was good. We tip tested it for stabbing and making a bow drill divot or something like that, and it did that very well.
Yeah.
Again, the thickness decides, and I think for $35 you get a lot of steel.
Yep.
A lot of steel. Good steel.
Yeah. Mhm.
The 65 MN performed.
And Kershaw are starting to perform really well.
Yeah, we have some folders which you haven't done,
Yeah.
some smaller blades, and Kershaw really is.
They impress every time.
Yeah, they do. They're really getting warmed up for the Kershaw brand. To be honest, for the prices they give out, that's some goddamn high quality.
Yeah.
For those prices, I must say. And we've tested cold steel products and other products, and
Not
I
even
have to
close.
say, no, not even close to that price. I mean, out of the box, this is razor sharp. It performs straight away. Some of the other products we've tested around the same price range was, well, you've probably seen our videos, so if you haven't, then go check them out.
Commercial.
But yeah, it's getting darker now, pretty cold as well. Oh yeah. But that's the Kershaw Camp 10. Highly recommended.
Yeah.
I'd say
If you're looking for a chopper, cheap chopper,
cheap chopper, then this is your go-to blade, in my opinion. That price is, well, I mean, fuck, when we just started chopping with it, I was surprised straight away.
Yep.
So yeah, Kershaw Camp 10, highly recommended. Birds are leaving us. It's getting too cold out here.
Gotta kill some birds. Right now.
Yeah, so he's off. Well, he's back again. And he brought some sunglasses. So yeah. Anyway, we've ranted and said our ending time like 10 times. But yeah, this was the Kershaw Camp 10.
Sure is. See you next time.